3 foods cardiologists say you must eat. What if the secret to protecting your heart wasn't some complicated, restrictive diet or a medicine cabinet overflowing with supplements? What if it's been sitting in your grocery store this whole time, just waiting for you? As a country, we're dealing with a tidal wave of heart disease. It's the leading cause of death, and it touches almost every family. Yet, we're all caught in a confusing storm of advice. One day, a food is a hero. The next, it's the villain. We're told to go low-fat, then high-fat, then no. The noise can feel deafening. And honestly, it can be perfect. It leaves you standing in a grocery aisle, feeling frustrated and unsure. Just wondering what you can actually do to protect one of the most important organs in your body. It's something I see with my own patients. A real desire for clarity, for a simple plan that actually works. They're tired of the anxiety and the guesswork. They just want to know what to put on their plate. So, what if I told you that cardiologists agree on 3 specific foods that could seriously protect your heart? In this video, we're going to cut through all that noise and reveal the 3 non-negotiable foods that heart specialists urge their patients to eat for a long, healthy life. You'll want to add these to your grocery list today. We'll get into the science but in a way that's simple and makes sense, so you understand the why behind the what. This isn't just another list. It's a clear, effective solution to the problem of dietary confusion. By the end of this video, you won't just know what to eat. You'll get how these foods act like personal bodyguards for your heart. So, stick with me, because the first food on our list might just surprise you. The antioxidant powerhouse, berries. The first food that cardiologists are practically prescribing isn't some exotic, hard-to-find ingredient. It's colorful, delicious, and you can find it just about anywhere. We're talking about berries, specifically blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Now, you might be thinking, berries? That sounds a little too simple. But don't let their size fool you. These little fruits are concentrated powerhouses of compounds your heart absolutely loves. Top cardiologists and institutions consistently rank them at the top of their heart-healthy lists for a very good reason. In fact, Dr. Evelina Graver, the director at North Shore University Hospital, makes them a regular part of her own breakfast. So, what's the secret weapon inside these vibrant little jewels? It mainly comes down to a type of antioxidant called anthocyanins. These are the natural pigments that give berries their rich red, blue, and purple colors. But they do a lot more than just look pretty. They are one of the most powerful forms of antioxidants you can find in nature. To get why that's so important, we need to talk about something called oxidative stress. Think of it like rust forming on the inside of a pipe. Day after day, factors like a poor diet, stress, and exposure to toxins create unstable molecules called free radicals in your body. These free radicals damage the delicate lining of your blood vessels and arteries, creating inflammation and setting the stage for atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of your arteries. Oxidative stress is that rusting process, and it's a primary driver of heart disease. This is where anthocyanins come in. They are like a high-lead trained cleanup crew, neutralizing those free radicals before they can do any damage. They are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Studies have shown that regularly eating berries leads to major improvements in markers of oxidative stress and inflammation. By reducing this damage, you're directly protecting your blood vessels, but it gets even better. One of the biggest things cardiologists worry about is arterial stiffness. Healthy arteries are like flexible, new hoses. When your heart pumps, they expand easily. But over time, that oxidative damage can make them stiff and rigid, like old plastic pipes. This forces your blood pressure to spike, leading to hypertension, a huge risk factor for heart attack and stroke. Remarkable research shows that the anthocyanins in berries can directly fight this. They help your arteries stay flexible and responsive by helping the lining of your arteries, the endothelium, produce more nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a powerful molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, which improves blood flow and lowers pressure. And what about cholesterol? You've heard of bad LDL and good HDL. The real danger isn't just how much LDL you have, but when it becomes oxidized. LDL is the nasty stuff that sticks to your artery walls, forming dangerous plaque. Berries step in here too. Multiple studies show that eating berries can significantly reduce the oxidation of that LDL cholesterol. Plus, the high fiber in berries, especially in blackberries and raspberries, acts like a sponge, binding to cholesterol in your gut and helping to show it the exit before it ever gets into your bloodstream. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What about the sugar? It's a fair question. Berries have natural sugar, but it's completely different from the added sugars in processed foods. The sugar in berries comes packaged with fiber and water, which slows down its absorption and prevents the blood sugar spikes that are so damaging to your blood vessels. The consensus among cardiologists is clear. The huge benefits of the antioxidants and fiber in whole berries far outweigh any concerns about their natural sugar. So, how much do you need? A landmark study published in the journal Circulation found that women who ate 3 or more servings of blueberries and strawberries a week had a significantly reduced risk of heart attack. Another study from the University of East Anglia showed that eating 1 cup of blueberries daily could reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 15% in people with metabolic syndrome. Interventional cardiologist Dr. Sial Panwar suggests that eating berries 3 times a week is a great goal to reap heart health benefits. How can you make this a habit? It's incredibly easy. 1. Start your day with them. Toss a handful of mixed berries on oatmeal, yogurt, or cereal. 2. Blend them. Berries are perfect for smoothies. Try spinach, protein powder, and a big cup of frozen mixed berries. 3. Snack on them. A bowl of fresh berries is way better than a processed snack. 4. Toss them in salads, strawberries or blueberries. Add a great sweet contrast to a savory salad. 5. Make a healthy dessert. Top a bowl of berries with a dollop of plain Greek yogurt. Aim for a variety. Blueberries are antioxidant stars, but blackberries are fiber champions. Strawberries are packed with vitamin C. Mix it up to get the full spectrum of benefits. The vascular superfuel, leafy greens. Our second non-negotiable food for heart protection is one you've been told to eat your whole life. But let's reframe it. Don't think of it as a boring side dish. Think of it as vascular superfuel. I'm talking about leafy greens. This includes everything from spinach and kale to Swiss chard, arugula, and collard greens, like berries. These veggies are universally praised by health organizations and cardiologists for their profound impact on blood pressure and heart health. Why? Because they deliver a 1-2 punch of nutrients that directly support your cardiovascular system. The first, and maybe the most powerful, ingredient is dietary nitrates. Now, don't confuse these with the unhealthy nitrates in processed meats. The natural nitrates in vegetables are your heart's best friend. When you eat leafy greens, something amazing happens. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide. We mentioned nitric oxide with berries, but it's the main event here. Leafy greens are the most powerful source you can eat. Nitric oxide is arguably the single most important molecule for blood vessel health. As we age, our natural production of it drops significantly. This decline is a major reason why blood pressure tends to rise with age. Nitric oxide tells your arteries to relax and widen, a process called vasodilation. This lowers blood pressure, improves blood flow, and reduces the strain on your heart. And the effect is significant. A large-scale study on over 50,000 people found that those who ate at least 1 cup of nitrate-rich leafy greens per day had lower blood pressure and a 12 to 26% lower risk of heart disease. It's so effective that Dr. Caldwell, as a pioneer in reversing heart disease, has his patients eat cooked leafy greens multiple times a day to maximize this nitric oxide production. But it's not just about nitrates. Leafy greens are also loaded with other heart-healthy minerals. Take potassium. Most of us get too much sodium and not enough potassium. This imbalance is a recipe for high blood pressure. Potassium helps your body get rid of excess sodium and also helps your blood vessels relax. Greens like spinach and Swiss chard are packed with it. Then there's magnesium, the ultimate relaxation mineral. It helps regulate your heartbeat and plays a direct role in relaxing your blood vessels, working alongside nitric oxide to lower blood pressure. Many people don't get enough magnesium, and leafy greens are a fantastic source. We also have to talk about vitamin K. Leafy greens are the best source of vitamin K, a nutrient that's getting a lot of attention in cardiology. Vitamin K acts like a traffic cop for calcium guiding it to your bones and teeth where it belongs, and crucially preventing it from being deposited in your arteries. Calcium buildup in the arteries leads to calcification or hardening of the arteries, a major part of atherosclerosis. A quick but very important note: if you're on a blood thinner like warfarin, you need to talk to your doctor. Warfarin works by interacting with vitamin K, so a sudden change in your leafy green intake can affect your medication. The goal isn't to avoid these foods, but to keep your intake consistent so your doctor can adjust your dose correctly. So, how do you get leafy greens in every day? Make it easy. 1. The smoothie solution. This is the ultimate hack. You can pack 2 huge handfuls of spinach into a smoothie and you won't even taste it behind fruit and berries. 2. Make it the base. Use spinach or arugula as the base for all your salads. 3. Wilt it in. My personal favorite. At the end of cooking a soup, stew, or pasta sauce, just toss in a few handfuls of spinach or chopped kale. It will wilt down to almost nothing. For sautés aside, a classic for a reason. Gently heat some olive oil and garlic, add your greens, and cook until tender. A squeeze of lemon at the end makes it perfect. 5. Eggs and greens. Scramble your eggs with a handful of spinach, or serve them over a bed of arugula. Make it a non-negotiable habit. That 1 cup of greens is one of the best investments you can make in your heart. The inflammation fighter fatty fish we've covered, antioxidants and blood vessel relax. Now, for our third cardiologist-recommended food, we need to tackle another key driver of heart disease, inflammation and triglycerides. For this, we turn to the sea. The third food is fatty fish. When cardiologists talk about fatty fish, they're talking about cold water fish rich in a special type of fat, omega-3 fatty acids. The stars here are salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, and albacore tuna. The American Heart Association has recommended eating fatty fish at least twice a week for years, and this advice is built on a mountain of evidence. The 2 most powerful omega-3 southern fish are EPA and DHA. Our bodies can't make much of them, so we have to get them from our diet. Their most famous job is as a powerful anti-inflammatory. Chronic, low-grade. Inflammation is like a silent fire inside your body that contributes to every stage of artery clogging, atherosclerosis. EPA and DHA work to put out that fire. The second huge benefit of omega-3 South is their dramatic effect on triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood. High triglycerides are a major independent risk factor for heart disease. In fact, the FDA has approved high-dose omega-3 formulations as a prescription treatment for very high triglycerides. Put simply, EPA and DHA tell your liver to produce fewer triglycerides while also helping your body clear them from the blood more efficiently. Lowering high triglycerides is one of the most reliable effects of boosting your omega-3 intake. Omega-3 South also helps stabilize the heart's electrical system, making dangerous, irregular heartbeats less likely. They even have a mild blood-thinning effect, which can help prevent the blood clots that cause most heart attacks and strokes. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Mercury, it's a valid concern, as this heavy metal can accumulate in fish. This has caused a lot of confusion, but for most people, the heart benefits of eating fish rich in omega-3 South overwhelmingly outweigh the potential risks from mercury. Large-scale studies published in the New England Journal of Medicine have investigated this, with one finding no evidence that typical mercury levels from fish consumption in the U.S. increased heart disease risk. Another study did find an association, but the consensus from the majority of the cardiology community is that the fear of mercury should stop you from eating fish twice a week. Here's how to navigate it smartly. 1. Choose the right fish. Focus on fish that are high in omega-3 South but lower in mercury. Salmon, sardines, herring, and mackerel are excellent choices. Sardines are a particular superstar packed with omega-3 South and calcium but very low in mercury. 2. Limit the big predators. Fish highest in mercury are large, long-living ones like shark, swordfish, and king mackerel. These should be eaten rarely, if at all. 3. Be smart about tuna. Canned light tuna is generally lower in mercury than albacore white tuna. It's considered safe to eat light tuna a couple of times a week. How do you get your 2 servings? 1. The salmon dinner. A baked or grilled salmon fillet is one of the easiest, healthiest meals you can make. Serve it with a side of sauté greens. And you've just hit 2 of our 3 power foods to upgrade your salad. Flake a can of salmon or sardines over your leafy green salad for a huge protein and omega-3 boost. 3. Sardines on toast. Don't knock it till you've tried it. Mash some sardines on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon and black pepper. It's a quick, cheap, and incredibly nutrient-dense lunch. 4. Tuna salad, reimagined. Make a healthier tuna salad by swapping most of the mayo for plain Greek yogurt or mashed avocado. For those who are vegetarian, vegan, or just don't like fish, you can get a form of omega-3 called ALA from flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. However, your body isn't great at converting it to the most useful forms. EPA and DHA. If you don't eat fish, it's a good idea to talk with your doctor about taking a high-quality algae-based DHA EPA supplement. All right, we've just covered 3 incredibly powerful cardiologist-proof foods that can truly change the health of your heart. The antioxidant-rich berries, the blood vessel relaxing leafy greens, and the inflammation-fighting fatty fish. My challenge to you is to turn this information into action. Pick one of these foods, just one, and commit to adding it to your diet this week. Maybe it's spinach in your daily smoothie, a bowl of berries for a snack, or planning to salmon dinners. And I really want to hear about it. Drop a comment below and tell us which of these 3 foods you are going to focus on this week. Sharing your goal makes you more likely to stick to it, and it could inspire someone else here to do the same. What's your favorite way to eat these foods? Share your tips and recipes in the comments. If you found this video valuable and want more simple, science-backed advice to take control of your health, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. The path to a healthier heart isn't about deprivation or confusion. It's about strategic and delicious addition. It's about focusing on what to include, not just what to avoid. By making a real effort to eat colorful berries, you're arming your body against oxidative stress and keeping your blood vessels flexible. By embracing a daily serving of leafy greens, you're fueling your body's production of nitric oxide, the master regulator of blood pressure. And by enjoying fatty fish twice a week, you're cooling chronic inflammation and balancing your blood fats. These aren't just healthy foods. They are targeted tools. They are a simple, empowering way to fight the root causes of heart disease. You have the power to build a stronger, more resilient heart, one meal at a time. It can start today with your very next grocery list. Thanks for investing this time in your health. Now, go fill your plate with these life-saving foods.